Hi nerds! So this was the end of the first day of the conference. Technically it was just the pre-conference day, but I went to two really amazing sessions today. The first one was on plan giving, and it was like, I feel like I need to go and find Denise, who's our plan giving gift officer at the University of Chicago, and do a lot of like, mea culpa, I'm so sorry, what can I do for you going forward? Because I don't think I realized just how much, I mean, for most campaigns, plan giving makes up between 20% to 30% of a campaign's entire, like, goal. And right now, at least the university doesn't have even an analyst, like a research analyst assigned to deal with plan giving stuff. So it's definitely an area in which we need to improve, and it was really great to get sort of more information about the sorts of ways in which we can collaborate and things like that. It was also pretty great hearing that typically plan giving officers tend to be a lot, I guess, nerdier than the typical gift officer. They tend to be much more concerned with minutiae, I guess, is the way of doing it, the way of saying it. So I look forward to at least implementing some of these changes when I get back, of trying to do more collaboration with plan giving. The other session that I went to was about tangible valuations of alternative assets, I think was the session name. And so it was led by Jeffrey Ouellette, and I went to his session on death and divorce about 2 or 3 years ago at a previous APRA conference, and it's amazing. Like, his stuff is just awesome, and it's really hard to be the only person leading a 3-hour workshop. So, for example, the one I went to this morning had 4 people. This afternoon, it was just Jeffrey for 3 hours, and at the end of 3 hours, I didn't want him to stop talking. He is a veritable, like, fountain of, like, valuation knowledge. So I learned about mineral rights, I learned about air rights, I learned about intellectual property, I learned about copyright, I learned about all kinds of amazing things. And it was a ridiculously dense session, but it was so informative, and there's so much stuff that I'm going to take back, especially intellectual property and inventions and things like that, because I work so much in the sciences, we have a lot of prospects who have invented something or who are involved in venture capital, and I don't know how to rate some of their stuff sometimes because it's so esoteric. And so having more knowledge to bring to this is really helpful. So I learned a lot from both sessions today. I learned about the differences between a charitable annuity, a charitable lead trust, and a charitable remainder trust. I learned about the differences between a trademark and a patent, and derivative rights, things like that. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I like to learn at APRA conferences, where there are these, you know, sort of little nuggets of information, and sometimes you end up in a session where it's like a, I mean, I guess this is Vegas, it's like a chicken nugget buffet. So that was great. I also got to connect with some friends who used to work with me at the University of Chicago, but who have since moved on to other institutions. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah, it's, you know, I feel like I've gotten into the groove of nerd summer camp. So I've got several more days of this, and I am super excited. So I'm gonna go to bed so that I can rest up for tomorrow. Bye nerds! Trying to find the room for session I'm room monitor for. I got the wrong floor.